Yeah,
meat thing?
real quick. Yang offered me fish. I didn't eat it. I said I don't eat meat. Cassie would know that Anna did eat meat before her brother died, and now for some reason she's not. She tried to sense motive me, and I got an at 20. So
Boom, bitch.
Brindle says even.
Obviously, it's because she accidentally ate her first raccoon familiar, and she was traumatized.
No, Trixie.
So when you enter the building, a middle-aged woman greets you. The inn smells of smoke from a fire and warm beef stew.
Greetings, ma'am. We are weary travelers. It's so nice to see a piece of civilization out on these bumpy roads.
Come on in. I see. We don't have many travelers here. Come on in.
I can
Seat yourselves. Would you like some food?
I can.
Yes.
So is it just like an inn in the middle of nowhere?
More or less.
No, this
There's
is
like
inside
farms
town, right?
around.
Oh,
but
okay.
This is at the small community known as
Something
Flat
root.
Root.
Flat root.
Okay, cool. No, sorry. Sure. Never mind then.
Oh, this is Flatroot Hills. I wrote my notes. That's not where Charles is.
No.
No, it's the first stop.
Okay. My bad.
Sir Gamry bows to her and
Kills her.
inquires immediately if she knows anything about the odd marshlands nearby.
Well, they've been cursed since the shear. So they say. Strange happenings. Apparently, some think that there's magic users in them. Why, just recently a woman has been accused of witchcraft.
That sounds terrible. How many rooms do you have available?
We have 3 rooms.
Are there enough beds for our large group?
She looks you over and says, if you don't mind sharing a bed.
If we must. Wes reaches into his pocket and pulls out like a bulging coin purse. He says, I'll pay for the lot. How much?
Well, that will be for all 3 rooms. A gold and 5 silver should.
He gives her 2 gold and says, we'd all like to eat as well.
She gives you a toothy smile and says, right away, and she goes to get some bowls of stew.
I'm rich, bitch.
Perhaps.
Mind if I ask quickly, that unconscious guy, are we paying for him too? He's
Yes.
conscious now, right?
Yes,
Yeah.
I did pay for him too.
We should probably learn his name.
Perhaps I misjudged you, Leslie. You are a very generous man.
Leslie smiles and bows. We should feed our friend here and maybe find some privacy to have a quick discussion.
Absolutely.
So he
Gamer, you're
comes in.
supposed to stay outside.
Sorry. I'm sorry. I shouldn't have laughed like that. Sorry.
He comes in the inn with you and
What's your name, Ox Thief?
to be passed his way. My name? My name is. Just a moment, I have to look it up.
This is Slim
Gilbert.
Shady. Oh.
Call me Gilbert.
Gilbert?
What's your name? Yes, that's the one and only.
And you've seen me before, haven't you, Gilbert?
He has a look of fear in his eyes and says, yes, I know who you are.
I'd like you to tell my friends here exactly why I struck you down.
This ought to be good.
All I did was steal some oxes, and this man, he comes upon me and he strikes me down where I stood. I was lucky to get away with my life.
That doesn't surprise me at all.
Gorgon says, for stealing food in Hobgoblin lands, he would have made sure you were dead on the spot.
He sort of scowls at you, Gorgon, and then looks away from the group, was sort of resolved. to himself.
Listen, Gilbert,
And,
I'm very sorry about everything that's gone on. I'm not here to judge you about stealing or not. I will say that I've made mistakes myself in the past. The reason we've healed you is because we felt that you have had a just action come of your thievery, and you have, in a way, paid your price. Now, maybe you could do something for us.
He gives you sort of a coy look and says, "Something else? What would you want?"
We need information. You were a part of something, either knowingly or unknowingly, but it was a pretty large plot. Can you give us any information? Did someone ask you to steal the oxen? Is there more to the story? Nothing you can say will be used against you.
I simply overheard that there were some farmers nearby that were old. I had a look, and it seems that they were a good target.
All right, everyone. Not 20 cents motive.
Where do you at the drug school?
That's my line.
You got a nat 20?
Yes.
Okay. He does seem to be telling the truth, but there's something sort of off about him that you can't quite put your finger on.
I'm gonna express that it seems like you're telling me the truth, but you're holding something back. There's something wrong.
I'm gonna throw a sense motive when
need-
somebody. Oh.
Anna will pipe up and just kind of make an accusation.
He seems
She's going
completely
to say,
honest to me.
he's working with the guards. It was a setup for Gamry.
Is this
I'm going to try and intimidate him.
We also need. We also,
The ones.
His voice cracks.
All right.
Her mask
didn't-
falls off. Cassandra?
No!
Oh, shit. This is the first time I wore this disguise, sorry.
That doesn't
didn't-
count.
I didn't know about any sort of conspiracy, but it was highly hinted at by a man by the name of Henry that it would be a good target.
Henry was the person that set you in that direction, or that you overheard it from.
Right.
Henry Oliver's son, Anna says. There's also
He
something
is-
else that... Oh, go ahead.
Sorry, go ahead.
There's also something else we need to cover with Gilbert. Gilbert, it looks like you were saved by a miracle out there. And she sort of, like, looks at him pleadingly, but also, you know, knowingly. She's in a room with 6 other people, one of which already fucked this shit up. It would be best that your miracle remained something that you held quite dear and didn't share with anyone.
I must
Should I make
second
like a
that.
bluff?
Like the healing of him.
Basically, like, don't tell anybody that we healed you because we don't want
Yeah,
to.
I don't know
Promise
why.
me?
No.
Sloppily eating his stew, getting it all down his chin, and looks to you and says, "But of course, you helped me."
And I'll throw in an intimidate that I'm going to say, if I ever
Can I make
find,
another sense
Poor,
motive?
poor Gilbert's getting pushed and
if
pulled.
I
Good cop,
ever
bad cop.
if I ever find that your lips were loose, I will make sure that you wish you were with Sir Gamry.
Says, "This isn't your first language, is it?"
Suck.
Even Gorgon laughed at that one.
Fuck you, bitch.
Common Earth language.
Can I please ride off of my nat 20 cents motive? Do you feel like we've gotten everything out of him that he's got to share?
Yeah, but there's still something off about him that you just.
All right,
you
I'm just gonna
really-
flat out
you-
ask him. I say, I've noticed your eyes are large, and there's something about your skin. What is it?
I've been this way since birth. Couldn't tell you what it is.
Does he like kind of
Healer-
resemble Thrindle, or does he
just look at
resemble
me
like Gorgon?
No, he's human. Like,
Oh, okay.
he's not another race by the looks of it, but He definitely has a strange appearance.
Should we try like a heal check or a knowledge nature?
You
or
could
something?
try a heal check.
Again, that's I think.
I
wisdom,
did
right?
try previously.
16?
Am I allowed to try again? I feel like I would have. Probably not.
Probably not.
I mean, if I'm gonna rule for myself, I'm gonna say no because I already did it once. I don't see how I would suddenly be like, oh, I just remembered he's a half goblin.
Yeah.
Like a day later.
I did a heal check on his wound, but I never
So you
did
do
his
know
thing.
of a condition. I'm not sure that you call it a disease. That
Eczema.
psoriasis.
basically no.
Called being a snitch.
He doesn't sweat, and you also notice that he doesn't have fingernails, and he's got a lack of hair, and basically it's a congenital issue that he's had from birth. Not very many people have it,
Huh.
and it's left him with very strange continence. His skin is like there is a specific name. It's like a real world condition that he has. And he just looks really weird, and it leaves him. And he's also got pointy teeth.
Wow. Does this like matter to us?
Is he a conehead?
No, that's the one thing you didn't mention was the head shape.
Yeah. So. Yeah.
Oh,
Thurindle says, "Did you hear that woman? She mentioned that there was someone accused of witchcraft in these parts."
Cassie just kind of looks
And-
at everyone that's in the party.
Anna's not very good at hiding her.
You guys are the only
nervousness.
ones here. The middle-aged woman is sort of not paying attention to you doing cleaning.
Yeah, the nameless girl is. Are we still in like the main room as the
Yeah, unless you want to go to the your-
front desk clerk, for lack of a better term?
No, you're just like, don't think of it as like a modern hotel. There's no,
Okay.
like there's a common room with benches and long tables, and then upstairs there's rooms for sleeping.
Okay, I'm going to approach the front desk girl. Like, I'm going to leave while they're all interrogating and put another 2 gold coins on the counter and say, if anyone
just the
asks,
one
we were
woman.
not here.
Okay.
Wow, wow, that's just gonna make her remember us.
But that's so great though. It's like, yeah, they gave me 2 gold to say they weren't here. That's
She
great.
takes the gold from you and says, "Listen, I don't. If you're trouble, you better not stay here. I don't want a part of any trouble."
We're not trouble. It's a misunderstanding.
Was she Jackie Chan the whole time?
God,
Sorry.
you're like the most conspicuous fucking person ever. You're wearing a mask, shuffling around, paying off people. Sit and eat your damn soup.
Dude, I'm the only one who didn't get us in trouble. You're the shifty one.
I ran away screaming.
Thurindle goes to the woman and asks her, "Tell me more of this witch you were telling us about." "Ah, yes. Well, she's a local girl. Lost her father a few years back, running a farm on her own. She's being held at just a moment.
Yang will pipe up after she finishes saying where she's held up, and be like, "Oh, what kind of curse did she cast?"
She's being held at Gould's farm. She perhaps she's accused of cursing her neighbor's farm and leading a young man who was interested in her. Well, not leading him, but causing his disappearance as well." Apparently, she was found with some sort of spell book as well.